There are several ways you can get a green card in the United States in this day and age, apart from the EB3 visa, which everyone knows about. In this video, I'm going to be listing typically 7 ways you can get a green card and 3 ways in which you can apply for a green card yourself. If this is something you're interested in, welcome to my video. My name is Success Umesirisuccess. I'm a registered nurse based in Phoenix, Arizona, and I make videos like this. My next video is going to be specifically for nurses on how to apply for this visa by themselves. We know that there's been a backlog with the EB3 employment-based visa, which we've been pushing and encouraging nurses to apply to come to the US with their green cards. And it's been there for quite some time now, but I think it's getting popular now, which you can apply for a green card by yourself. First thing I'm going to first mention are the several ways which you can apply for green card, just in case you don't know and you fall into any of this category, you can try to apply. First thing on my list is family sponsorship, which everyone knows about. Now, under family sponsorship, there are a lot of ways. I'm just going to rush through this one because I feel like everyone knows about this way of getting a green card. First one is unmarried sons and daughters of the United States who are 21 years of age or older. So this is the F1, first preference family visa. So this one is a green card for people who are not married, but they can apply for their sons and daughters above, even if they are above 21 years of age, as long as the parents live here in the United States. Second preference is F2A. These are spouses and unmarried children under 21 years of age of citizens of the United States. They can apply for their spouses or unmarried children under 21 years of age. Second preference is also F2B. This is unmarried sons and daughters of green card holders or citizens who are 21 years of age or older. Emphasis on unmarried. Once you get married, everything changes. Yeah. So basically, if your parents are here and they are trying to apply for you, make sure you don't get married. That's the simple thing. Third preference is now married sons and daughters of US citizens and their spouses and minor children. This one is for people who are married. So it's third preference. So you know how far you're going to be on the waiting list of US citizens and their spouses and minor children. You can apply for married children and their husbands and then their own minor children. Like I have a permanent resident card. I can apply for someone else with permanent resident, but this third preference only if I'm a citizen before I'll be able to apply for that. The fourth preference is brothers and sisters, which is the K1 visa of United citizens who are 21 years of age or older. So if you have a sibling here, this is the visa they will apply for you. It's fourth preference, so you know how long your wait time will be. I have shared my story. I'm not going to do that again in this video. That is not the purpose. Next, under types of visa is employment. So you can get a green card through employment, which is the EB3 visa, which I think everybody knows about when your employer files a petition for you. The next one is marriage. You can get a green card by marrying a US citizen. Next one is the diversity lottery, which is one way most of our older people came in those days. The diversity lottery is no longer available in Nigeria, but it is available in Ghana and other countries. So basically it's a lottery system and then they pick a certain number of people every year from that country to get the green card. And then there's also the refugee or asylee status. So these are people who were granted asylum or admitted as a refugee at least 1 year ago. If you come to the US as an asylum, on an asylum status, after 1 year, you can start applying for the green card. There's also the U visa. If you've been a victim of a crime and you've been charged unjustly, or you have helped law enforcement to solve a crime, you can apply and get this visa. Now, There's also extraordinary ability. You can get a green card if you have won internationally recognized awards or have risen to the top of your profession. So all this aside, I am now going to list the 3 main visas you can apply for yourself in 2025. Number 1 is EB1 visa. Now, this video is very important for people who are in the US who probably have their F1 visa status, or they have their H1B visa status, or the spouse of F1 visa status, and you are trying to get your green card and probably have not gotten a job that will file for you. These are visas you can file for yourselves. So starting with the top on my list, which is the EB1 visa. Now, this category is for individuals with extraordinary abilities. Now, don't think about this too much. Basically, extraordinary abilities is if you can prove how you're going to be an asset to the United States and how much accomplishments you've made in your field, if you've written an article, if you have won several awards, basically your accomplishments, if that makes sense. Now, people that qualify are those with extraordinary ability. Again, individuals with exceptional skills, majorly in science, in art, in education, business, or athletics, right? Must demonstrate sustained national and international acclaim. You don't need a job offer for this one. Also, if you're an outstanding professor or a researcher, I know a lot of people who came here for school for their masters, and in order to stay, they kept reading up to PhD. They've gotten a lot of research publications. You can try to apply for this visa. So you must demonstrate international recognition for achievements in your field, requires at least 3 years of experience and or a permanent job offer. Now, you can get jobs that may not want to file the EB3 visa for you, but I mean, if you have a job and you have an accomplishment in your field, that will also help with your petition and application. Also, multinational executives or managers, like senior executive or managers who have worked for at least 1 year in the past 3 years for a multinational company and are being transferred to the US. There are 2 major advantages of this visa. It's you don't need any labor certification. You don't need an employer to file this visa for you. You can do it yourself. And it basically has a faster processing time compared to other categories. If you pay for priority, I'm talking knowing your decision in 15 days after you apply. 1 month, 3 months. That's how fast you can get it. Number 2 on my list is EB2 visa. So this is employment-based second preference, right? This one can also be applied by yourself. It's for professionals with advanced degree. Advanced degree if you have a master's or a PhD here in the US or even in your country, and you have exceptional ability. Now, people that apply, that qualifies, are people that have advanced degree. From my reading here, this one requires a job offer and a labor certification. The job must require an advanced degree, meaning a master's degree or higher. You also have to show that you have exceptional ability. If you have unique skills or expertise in science, art, or business. Nursing can fall under science. The third set of people that qualify for this are national interest waivers. These are for those whose work benefits the US specifically and significantly, allowing them to self-petition without a job offer or job certification. Remember, we said that this one requires a job offer or job certification. But if in your petition you can prove that your work benefits the US significantly, then that petition will go through. Advantages is that this one, applicants can, like the national interest waiver applicants, can skip that job offer part of the requirements for this visa, and is also typically faster than EB3 processing. So EB1 is like the fastest, followed by this EB2, and then EB3. I always tell you guys how long I know you've been waiting for EB3 visa. Because of the retrogression now, it's taking a really long time, but this all lead to green card, permanent residency, and in 5 years you can get your citizenship. The third one is EB3, which I'm going to skip because it is employment based. So I'm only listing in this category of the video green cards that you can file by yourself. The next one you can file by yourself is employment based fifth preference. This one is very interesting. I should listen. So these are created for immigrants, investors who came to create jobs in the US or who can create jobs in the US. So who qualifies in this one? Individuals who can invest in a commercial enterprise in the US and create or preserve at least 10 full-time jobs for US workers. Minimum investment is $1,050,000 in a standard area and $800,000 in a targeted employment area. It could be rural or high unemployment area. So it's not it's or. If you have $1,050,000, you can put that into a business and create 10 full-time jobs, or you can put $800,000 into another person's business or a government business that is serving the high unemployment area. The advantage of this one is no need for job offer or labor certification. It's a direct pathway to a green card for the investor and immediate family members. Of course, you need to have that amount of money to be able to invest, and you need to probably have a business to be able to do this one. If you have a business, you can put $1,050,000 in your own business, and if you don't have a business, you can put $800,000 in a high unemployment area business to provide 10 jobs for full-time employees in the US. What is your take from this video? If this is your first time of hearing of such visa, if I were you, I will go search more and get more information about it. In my next video, like I said, I am going to be making it more explicit, specifically for people who are here, majorly my target audience, nurses, so that they can take advantage of this visa without having to wait a long time for the EB3 visa. So stay tuned. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.